Because even though, like, I say clitoris, I say that loosely. My clitoris is basically like a very small dick.
When you were born, did your parents know that you were intersex?
It's kind of hard to tell if you're intersex normally at birth, unless you have like your ambiguous genitalia is so ambiguous that you obviously notice that you know that the person's a hermaphrodite slash intersex. Yeah. When I was born, I had a large clitoris, but there was no actual immediate concern or anything like that. So I had a vagina and a big clitoris, but yeah.
You were raised then as a girl.
Yeah, I was raised as a girl.
When did you notice there was a difference between you and the other girls?
I thought I looked like a girl, but you know, according to the whole of my school and everybody that's known me in the last 25 years, I look like a boy. There was nothing about me that screamed girl, other than the fact that I had a vagina hole. I had never like hung out with any of the girls. I'd never like interacted with them. I'd never related to them. I always had a very raspy voice. I had no chest. I was like, I was in football teams. I was in basketball teams. I was doing the best in all of my sports.
Did that feel weird being different from the other girls?
Yeah, it was just a constant comments. I knew when PE or something was gonna come up, something where it involved like sport activities or anything to do with gym class. I knew that the girls were gonna start. You know, I wasn't allowed to get changed with them in their changing room or anything, because even though like I say clitoris, I say that loosely. My clitoris is basically like a very small dick. I can swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like a very small dick. It still has erections. It's very veiny and yeah, I love it. So yeah, but obviously that was the conflict of interest all the time. It was the where to get changed, who to get changed with, who to get changed next to, like who. It was just constant like a battle, like a double-edged sword, 24/7. People's parents were coming up to me asking me like they were in shock. They were just like, "There's no way you're a girl. You're a boy." I got asked to lift up my shirt a lot, and obviously I had a very masculine chest. People didn't believe me. These are grown adults that would do this as well. And because of the way I am, I didn't see it as offensive. I just saw them as dumb. Because if I've told you that I'm one thing and you're telling me that I'm not another thing, and you're like 30, 35, like that makes you look stupid. No offense.
I think you're allowed to offend them. But did that not feel embarrassing?
Sometimes I would feel like, maybe they're right. Like, am I a girl? Like, maybe this whole girl thing ain't for me. And I think there'd be like once or twice where I'd maybe be like angry that they're asking these questions because there were some tough times. Like, in every single lesson at school. Constant questions, constant questions. I couldn't ever focus on my lessons. I think I failed a few of my GCSEs just because of all the question asking alone. I was having really, really, really bad abdominal pains, and I thought it might have been stones. I don't know what it could have been anything. So I went up to Lewisham Hospital and I got my ultrasound done. Well, I had to wait for my ultrasound. I had to go to my GP. Then I had to finally got my ultrasound, and then yeah, when they did the ultrasound, they saw the testicles, which were placed like either side where you'd think like the ovaries would be, I guess.
Just to break it down, so you had inverted testicles in
Yeah.
the body.
Yeah.
Did you also have ovaries
Yeah, and ovaries as well.
in the body as well?
Yeah.
So at this point, you have everything.
I had everything. I had everything. I had the male and the female of everything.
That moment when you get the scan, how did you feel?
Like everything made sense. I felt like everything made sense. I felt like at the end of the day, I had a hunch. I kind of already knew my need to want to be a boy, but then to want to be a girl didn't make sense neither to me. I just wanted to 1 minute literally just put on, something nice, look like a girl, and then the next minute put on something really nice, look like a boy, because I could do both. Trust me, I was a beautiful girl. But obviously, like, I don't know. I just feel like I got so much respect being a man than I did being a girl. So I just thought to myself, well, I might as well be a man then. So a lot of my decision was swayed, which is sad to say, on other people's opinions, but it was also something that I knew that I wanted because I knew that if I would have stayed as a woman, I would have always thought, oh, what would life have been like as a man? If I stayed as a man, which I am now, I often sometimes, just sometimes think, oh, what would life have been like as a woman?
Do you have a discussion with your parents then about how did your parents feel?
My mum and dad, especially my mum, okay, dad, you too as well. I know you've tried your hardest to be able to get your head into terms with how we're gonna live as a family. What about if I change my mind? But my mum has always been there. She came with me to all my appointments, my endocrinology appointments. She came with me to all the therapy appointments. They were far, and she came with me to them, and like we kind of celebrated it after each time. This was kind of like her version of like her son going through puberty and knowing that this is actually natural and this is normal, this is something we couldn't have helped, and she's been so supportive. So yeah, I'm just really grateful about that. My brother and sister, they don't know nothing. When they do find out, it will be from this video because obviously I've told them time and time again, but I don't think I've explained it to them in the way that it's kind of hard explaining to your brother and sister about you being born a certain way that they don't even, they don't know nothing about